Hi guys, today we're gonna talk about how to find out the place of an element in periodic table, especially when we can't reach the periodic table. But at first we should know how to write the electron configuration. And if you don't know how to do it, I recommend you to see this video to learn it so easy. So you should know two things. One, the electron configuration, and two, the blocks in the periodic table. If you don't know the place of blocks in periodic table, let's have a review about that. As we know, periodic table made of 118 elements and 18 groups. Each group shows the valence electron of those elements. For example, all the elements in group 1, their valence electron is 1. And they end up with S1. So the group number 1 and 2 are S block because they end up with S1, and group number 2 end up with S2. Then we see 10 group that they are D block elements. As we know, D subshell can have 10 electrons. So D block has 10 groups that they start with D1 and ends with D10. And the last 6 groups are P block elements. As you know, P can have last 6 electrons, so the number of P block group is 6. That they start with P1 and end up with P6. Now it's time to find out the place of any element in periodic table by helping from the electron configuration and blocks in periodic table. Let's do it. First, I choose oxygen. If we don't know where is the place of oxygen in periodic table, how could we find it? It's so easy. Let's write this electron configuration. I recommend you to write it in condensed because it takes short time from us to write it. So I will write helium because in condensed electron configuration we use the last previous noble gas. As its atomic number is 8, the last previous noble gas is helium. Then 2s2, 2p4. As you see, oxygen ends up with p4. So we have to put it in p blocks and the groups of p4 elements. But which period? Look at the number before P4. It represents the last shell. And as we know, the period, in fact, is the number of the last shell in electron configuration. We'll put it in period number 2. So oxygen is in period number 2 and group P4. That is group number 16. It's done. Let's do another example, and that is iron. Its symbol is Fe because of its Latin name. Iron has 26 protons, so in neutral mode it has 26 electrons. And I wanna write it in condensed mode, so I have to choose the last previous noble gas, and it is argon. And I will write argon for S2, 3d6. Yes, as you know, it is in the D block because it ends up with D, and in D6 block. And the number of its period is 4. Because as I said, the period number is the biggest number of shell in electron configuration. And as you see, the biggest number in iron electron configuration is number 4 before S2. It's done too. Let's find out where is the place of barium in periodic table. Barium atomic number is 56, so the last previous noble gas before barium is xenon. Its atomic number is 54. So we write xenon, and after it you have to write 6s2. So it's in the S block elements, as it ends up with S2, it's in the S2 block elements. And as the biggest number in its electron configuration is 6, it's in the period number 6. It's done. Good luck.